Okay. Right, class. Now we will try and understand the last part of the Domar model. Okay, last part of the Domar model, and we will look at what is called as condition for equilibrium growth. Okay, now condition for equilibrium growth means that if the economy has to grow, okay, if the economy has to grow on a steady path, okay, and which is going to remain sustained. Sustain means once you reach that high level of growth, okay, you're going to maintain that high level of growth, okay, and from there onwards the economy will still continue to grow up, okay, it will still continue to grow. That is called as an equilibrium sustained growth path. Okay, so according to Domar, what he says is to achieve and maintain equilibrium or balanced growth, okay, or balanced growth जिसको वो बोलते हैं, aggregate demand must increase, okay, aggregate demand must increase at a rate which is large enough to absorb the capacity of output, okay, which is large enough to absorb the increased capacity output. Okay, now what it means is simple. All right, now what he wants to say is this: you have aggregate demand, correct, class? What is aggregate demand? Aggregate demand is nothing but consumption in the economy. Okay, so he says consumption must increase in such a way that all that is, already there in the form of supply, okay, which is there in the form of supply, or which is there in the form of output, okay, which is there in the form of output. All right, all that, okay, all that must be absorbed. Absorbed means all that must be consumed, okay, all that must be consumed in the economy. All right, so to that extent aggregate demand must be very very high enough in the economy. ठीक है, इतना आपको समझ में आ रहा है क्लास? ओके, सो द output and the aggregate demand must match. Okay, only when aggregate demand, okay, is equivalent to increased consumption and it absorbs all the output that is there in the economy, only then we can say that the aggregate income of the economy is going to increase. Okay, so you move from one equilibrium path of income to another equilibrium path of income. Okay, this is the next equilibrium path of income. Now, where is the first one? The first one is somewhere over here. Let us say this. Okay, and we'll call this Y1. So what is Y? Y is responsible for bringing in aggregate demand. Okay, at some existing equilibrium level of income, income has been generated in the economy, and when that income is generated, okay, at that equilibrium level, there must be aggregate demand. Okay, there must be aggregate demand, so it's going to create consumption, and that consumption will absorb all the output, and that once that output is absorbed, okay, what is that output? When it is absorbed, what is going to happen? It is going to give profits to the investors, and once profits are given, there will be fresh round of investment. Okay, there will be a fresh round of investment, which they call it as delta I. Okay, that will create what is called as delta K. Okay, and that delta K will be new investment in the economy. Okay, that will be new investment in the economy, which will require again employment of factors of production. New factors of production will find employment, especially labor, and that labor will get what is called as again a new level of income, and the level of income in the economy will move up. So it will move from Y to Y1. The entire cycle will repeat again. Then it will move from Y1 to Y2, Y2 to Y3, Y3 to Y4. Okay, and it will result into what is called as maintaining equilibrium and balanced growth of the economy. It will lead to steady equilibrium growth rate. Okay, it will lead to steady equilibrium growth rate, will be which will be achieved only if rate of growth of aggregate expenditure equals the rate of growth of capacity output. Okay, तो ये पूरा जो दिखाया मैंने, okay, it is capacity output growth in the economy. Okay, clear class, right? Okay, I hope you all are now able to recollect what we are trying to say. Okay, then investment and real income. What is real income, class? Minus inflation. Okay, minus inflation is real income. Okay, investment and real income must grow at constant annual rate, okay, which is equal to the propensity to save multiplied by capital output ratio. Okay, abhi ye thoda tricky sentence hai, let's understand what it is. All right, now when I talk about investment, okay, now this investment, okay, in some way, okay, is connected to a factor called as savings. Okay, is connected to a factor called as savings. And in this entire statement we have something which is called as propensity to save. Propensity to save. Okay, so when the economy saves more, okay, it means the capacity of the economy to invest is also more. When the capacity to invest is more, it means that capital to output ratio, okay, capital to output ratio या output capital ratio मतलब delta k, okay, upon delta y, delta k upon delta y, which is nothing but capital output ratio. Okay, and all these three, okay, according to Domar, must grow at a steady rate, must grow at the same percentage, or must grow more or less at the same percentage level in the economy. All right, if you want to, okay, if you want to reach this, if you want to reach this. What is this? Steady state of growth in the economy, where you multiply S, that is savings, by capital output ratio. Okay, this capital output ratio is nothing but sigma. Okay, this output capital ratio is nothing but sigma. So ultimately, okay, the capital output ratio at which the economy must perform and must grow ultimately is going to depend upon a factor called as savings. Okay, a factor called on savings. All right, and when all these three on the are on the upper side, the economy will achieve, okay, a growth rate which is equal to savings multiplied by sigma, and sigma is nothing but output capital ratio. Okay, output capital ratio. Clear so far? Yes,
Yes,
class?
ma'am.
Yes, clear so far? ठीक है, let's move ahead now. Okay, right. See, this is the same explanation which I gave you all earlier. Okay, now what is this diagram trying to tell us? Economy is originally at this equilibrium. Okay, what is this equilibrium? It is called as equilibrium A. Huh? It is called as equilibrium A. At equilibrium A, what is the level of income? A. What is the level of investment? I. Okay, and what is the level of production in the economy? The level of production and output in the economy, the level of production and output in the economy is to the tune of delta k upon delta y. Okay, that means it is to the tune of sigma. Okay, and that is the amount that has been invested in the economy. So that investment has created an income of y1, and the economy is in steady state of affairs. It is in equilibrium at point A. Okay, it is in equilibrium at point A. Right, now when it is in equilibrium at point A, now the activity begins. What activity begins? With this level of income, okay, with this level of income, what are people going to do, class? People are going to create what is called as aggregate demand. Correct, class? People are going to create aggregate demand. So aggregate demand, which means consumption in the economy will begin to increase. Consumption will increase and it will absorb. Okay, it will absorb what I told you earlier, the output that has been produced in the economy. Okay, it will absorb the output that has been produced in the economy. In that process, the producers will end up earning profits. Okay, when they earn profits, they are going to take those profits, okay, and they are going to reinvest it in the process of production. So I, jo I1 tha, will now move to position I2. Okay, will now move to position I2. Okay, now where is I2? Ye raha I2. Okay, it will move to this position I2. Okay, and what has happened, the economy has moved from here, ये देखो ये जो पूरा movement है वो ऐसे हुआ है. Okay, from here it has moved to here and it has now moved to points such as B. So economy moves from A, it moves to point B. Okay, and what has happened at point B? At point B, income has increased from Y1, okay, in this entire cycle, and income has moved up to point Y2. Clear to you? Income has moved up to point Y2. Okay, at Y2, is it going to stop? It will not stop, because according to Domar, okay, there is aggregate demand which is going to be active again. So economy will now move from point B to a much higher level of income, and that is to point C. Okay, at C also it will not keep quiet, it will move to a much higher level of income, and that is to point D. Okay, and at each stage, if you see, the level of increase in income has expanded. Okay, has expanded considerably, and when it expands considerably, employment increases, income increases, consumption increases, and the economy moves on a steady growth of income path. Okay, which is to the tune of G, okay, Y is equal to S dot sigma, okay, which is equal to S dot sigma, which is nothing but equilibrium path of growth. Okay, which is nothing but equilibrium path of growth. Okay, I hope you have understood this diagram, class, right? Okay, right. Clear? Shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about others? Should we move
Yes, ma'am.
ahead?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Okay. Now comes the conjunction of Harrod model and Domar model. Why they both become similar? Okay. Why they both become similar? Okay. I want you all to observe only one part in this. Let the equations remain where they are. Okay, you and I should not get baffled by those equations. Okay, just look at one thing which I try to highlight to y'all now. Okay, just let me highlight to y'all in a very different color. Okay, all right, I want you all to look at this. Okay, this, and I want you all to look at this. What are these variables? Are they same? Are they same, class? Are they same?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they same, class? Are they both talking about investment, okay, and
Saving.
savings? Yes. Okay, the both the theories are going to talk about investment and savings. The only difference is, okay, the Domar model, sorry, the Harrod model calls it incremental. Okay, he calls it incremental. Incremental means, okay, a small change in saving is going to bring about a small change in investment, whereas over here in the Domar model he says savings, okay, is going to be responsible for changes in investment. Okay, changes is going to be equal to investment. Okay, but both ways if you see, they talk about investment being equal to savings. Okay, investment being equal to savings. So both the theories, all right, okay, hard, okay, or try to tell us only one thing, that what is important for an economy is to okay, create, was to create, okay, if you remember the very first few sentences, is to create
Capital.
capital accumulation. Okay, capital accumulation, right, class, is to create capital accumulation. Yes, okay, is to create capital accumulation, class, right? I hope you all have understood the Harrod-Dommer theory. Okay. Now, in this entire Harrod-Dommer theory, don't get baffled by all these equations. What you all can do to me is, you all can just write this, and you all can write this in the end. Okay. And you all can mention this first one. Okay. And this last one. Is it clear to you? Okay, in your answers. Okay, and you won't get any mathematical problems on Harrod and Dommer class. Okay, what you will get is only the conceptual part of Harrod and Dommer. Okay, so that is as far as the final part of Harrod Dommer model is concerned. Okay, they all talk about, okay, they all talk about capital accumulation. And just to recollect everything, okay, if you remember, they talk about savings, they talk about investments, they talk about capital accumulation, they talk about output capital ratio, they talk about aggregate demand, they talk about consumption, they talk about income. Okay, and of course the process is the same. So they are a combination of classical economics, neoclassical, that is Keynesian economics, and plus the Harrod Dommer model on their own, which is called as the Harrod Dommer model of economic growth. Okay, they have combined all three schools of thought and their own school of thought, and that is how the Harrod Dommer model of economic growth operates. Yes, I hope you all have understood, class. Okay, I hope you all have understood. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.